So we're still focusing on health, but we look at health personnel, and Director General of the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Ebenezer Apiadenchira, has called on community health nurses to call off their strike. In his statement, he did indicate that the community health nurses group executives have had the opportunity to discuss their concerns with the Ghana Health Service as well as the Ministry of Health at different times. The statement entreated the community health nurses group to have confidence in the Ghana Health Service in its quest to mutually resolve their concerns. The Ghana Health Service noted that the solutions are not a one-time decision, but a process involving multiple partners. Right, so as you're aware, the coalition of 500 unposted allied health professionals have threatened to picket at the Flagstaff House due to the failure by government to post them to health centers across the country after national service. And the deadline given the government was yesterday, that was actually last week, Friday, that's 3rd June 2016. Now, according to the group, they're yet to hear from the government, although the deadline given government is long overdue. And this afternoon, I do have in the studio Pascal Kipo Al-Hassan. He is the leader for the coalition of unposted allied health professionals, Kintampo College of Health and Wellbeing. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Wendy.
Thanks for your time.
A very good afternoon to your cherished viewers and also to our gallant members who are in this struggle together.
Now, this is not the very first time that health personnel have graduated and have come up with such concerns, but looking at the duration, has it taken this long before?
Not exactly, and that is where most of our concerns lies, because it is on record that the last time graduates from our school, that's College of Health and Wellbeing in Kintampo, were posted, it took just 3 weeks after national service, the mandatory national service, for them to be posted. But this time around, it's taking 10 months and even more. And even as we speak, we don't even know the way forward and what exactly is being done about it.
Now, I just read a statement where the Director General of Ghana Health Service addressed one of the concerns and did indicate that such issues is not just a one-time decision, but it will involve a lot of other bodies to settle on such a concern. Now, when was the last time you interacted with all the major stakeholders involved?
Thank you very much. In this case, our major stakeholder is the Ministry of Health, because it's the Ministry of Health that trained us. It is in the Ghana Health Service. We've made several follow-ups at the Ministry of Health, who are supposed to be responsible for our training and then posting. They are on record to have told us that the Ghana Health Service is a recruiting agency. For that matter, the Ministry of Health will work on our training, after which will be handed over to the Ghana Health Service. So Dr. Apiadenchira is the Director General of the Ghana Health Service and not the Director of the Ministry. So at this point in time, we are dealing with the Ministry, which is an upper body compared to the Ghana Health Service.
And when was the last time you interacted with the Ministry? The PR, the Minister, when was the last time you had an interaction with them?
The last time was on 7th of last month. We've actually, after serving or going ahead to get the necessary documentation that requires that we are being posted. One of it was the license, getting a license to practice, as it became the standard practice now. We've actually went through the process of writing an exam to get this license. And of course, after that, we waited for a very long time. So we wrote a petition to the Minister of Health himself, to the Chief Director of the Human Resource at the Ministry of Health. We even wrote a petition to the Ministry of Finance.
Did you get a response?
We are yet to get a response. And we even wrote a petition to the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health. And it is on record that we wrote all these petitions, but are yet to get a response for all these bodies that I have just mentioned.
So what next?
Since we have exhausted all means possible, the next thing is that any other means that is within the confines of the law, we are prepared to do it.
Which is?
Which is, as we did indicate in our earlier submission, and also before the deadline to government was given, we actually said that we are going to picket at the Flagstaff House. And that is just one of the series of actions we are going to be taking in order to ensure that our postings and clearance are effective.
Have you taken a specific day you're going to embark on that activity?
Of course, yes. But just as I mentioned earlier on, we didn't want issues to get this far before we get our postings.
That has been clearly stated, but I did follow up by asking you that what next decision, and you're just giving me an example that one of them will be at the Flagstaff House, and I'm asking that when are you going to take that action?
We have begun processes of doing that. We were supposed to do that yesterday, but we all know issues of permit from the police and all that. So we've begun that processes, and we are trying our best to cooperate with the police. So as I said, we don't intend to do anything outside the confines of the law.
So you're waiting,
and that is why, yes, we are in discussions with the police hierarchy in the Greater Accra region. And when we get the right response, we will go there. But let me be quick to add that we also wish that our recruiting agencies, that is the Ministry of Health for now, should give us a response in any form so as to indicate what exactly they are doing. And we even wish that it shouldn't get to the extent of we picketing at the Flagstaff House before the postings are released. So we believe that using your media, this message will be sent out to them so that by close of the day, they come out to tell us something concrete.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Pascal Kipo Al-Hassan. He is the leader of a coalition of unposted allied health professionals, Kintampo College of Health and Wellbeing.